So, where the hell have I been in the last 2 months?
Come on! Lex! Come on! Lex!
Okay, so a bit of context. I said in my original Vital Brace video that I was going to be doing more video essay style content, make things a little bit more professional around these parts, basically make my content more interesting and less generic, in a sense, with the mindless rambling and so on and so forth. The thing is that I had a lot of plans in the works for future content, and before I deleted my YouTube Twitter account again, the thing was that I was going to start working on media reviews, video essay format videos, and like lists and so on and so forth. So while my next video would be me talking about the Vital Bracelet again in the month progress that I've had with it, or in this case the 2-month progress, but yeah, that didn't go into fruition because my life has been essentially a train wreck for the last 2 months. Now, the problem here isn't school. School I can manage my time with as well as work. It's a matter of personal reasons and reasons I can't really get into for the topic of this video.
It may or may not be related to the fact that Nick from aka Toku Boy Studios is a massive bigot.
But aside from all of that stuff getting out of the way, I think I'm finally saying that I'm going to be finally off my lazy bum and actually start doing videos professionally. I know that I did like all these side contents and these shorts videos with the Dawn Brothers stuff that was recently just posted by the time this video goes. I mean, at the time of recording of this video. But essentially, I do have a lot of plans in the works, and I'm hoping to have at least one project of mine that I want to get out there by at least the summer of this year is, well, the following.
Roses are red and violets are blue. One day we'll cruise down Blood Avenue. It's red versus red and blue versus blue. It's I against I and me against you.
Now, the original plan for me reviewing Red vs. Blue was that I was going to talk about the first 10 seasons under the span of this year. At the very least, I was going to make that my, goal. But since I'm getting such a late start right now because of this hiatus I've been doing and the fact that I haven't been focusing on doing major projects at the moment, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to cover all 10 seasons in a year. I'm most likely going to cover at least the Blood Gulch Chronicles, as well as the Recollection trilogy, hopefully by the end of this year. So yeah, hopefully I can at least get the Blood Gulch Chronicles done and over with, and hopefully Recollection by the end of this year. If not, I'll be perfectly fine with the Blood Gulch Chronicles and everything. Aside from that, I also do have the video essay formats that I want to do for tokusatsu items and such as the major one that I'm really excited to write about, and that is legendary gimmicks in tokusatsu. Now, this is eventually going to be me talking about the history of legend gimmicks, where they started from, what do they do for certain toy lines, and what the impact of it is today. And I want to take my time with that one as well, because it's going to be going into a very, very brief history, because it's going to be handling both Comrade cards, Ranger keys, Spark dolls, so on and so forth for the big major 3D, because I think Ultraman, Sentai, and Rider are the only ones that have actually done this sort of thing beforehand. I mean, I might be wrong because the Agumon and Gabumon dims, but I don't think the Vital Bracelet would really count for that. Now, in terms of reviews, I know my last review was the, I think the revised 5 stamps way back in, I think, December, I think. I do plan to do more tokusatsu-based reviews. I do have a couple of items in mind that I do want to review for this year, but I think I'm going to put those in as a little bit of a side project. It's going to be like a filler video, basically, to sort of pad things out and basically work in between me working on Red versus Blue content as well as the video essay content, so on and so forth. They're still going to be scripted. There's still going to be scripted reviews. They're going to be like Javi the Hong or TJ Omega reviews. Basically, I'm going to try to reduce my stuttering and actually be more clear with my conversations and such. In terms of reviewing items, I do have the Dawn Blaster now. I have the Deca Driver set that I want to take care of. Quite a few things from Revice, such as the Neobata Vice stamp, the Rolling Vice stamp, and the Body Directs Vice stamp. In terms of that, though, I think there's not really much else to review there, aside from the Dawn Blaster and the first 2 sets of DX Avataro gears. Those are going to be on there as well. Another thing that I probably will review, I will probably have to go back and I'm going to have to start doing the Geo stuff, but I'm going to release those gradually. I think I'm going to dedicate at least like a small portion of the channel's lifespan, of the channel's video compilation to Geo stuff, basically. Originally, I was going to have an entire month dedicated to Geo in March and call it Geo March because March was my birthday and Geo is one of my favorite seasons. But unfortunately, I won't be able to do that because, well, we're already halfway through March. But yeah, I will have an entire month dedicated to Geo, reviewing everything that I have in my Geo collection. I will be getting the Ride Watch sets for the Quartz Riders. Hopefully, I can get those out at some point. If not for this year, then next year for certain. But yeah, I do have video works in the plans. It's just I'm finally getting off my lazy bum and actually going to do all these videos and work gradually up to it. I think the first major project that I do want to take a look at is, do want to work on and put my effort into is reviewing RVBs or Season 1. Now, I have half of a script made for it. I do have that said and done. Season 1 is going to be a breeze to go through because it's a very basic season, but it will be professional to an extent. So yeah, there's that. In terms of me being in other projects like Power Rangers VR, I will still stay in Power Rangers VR. I have a lot of plans to work with the We Are Super Sentai group and their Discord server. We have a lot of big projects coming up, but I'm not going to say that because it's an NDA for me. I'm just a voice actor, not an editor for them at the moment for the projects that we're working on. But yeah, I do have a lot of plans to work with the voice acting community. I do have plans to work with them. And I do post pretty frequently on my TikTok page, NateNexo01, so feel free to follow that as well. And I think that will pretty much cover it for right now. I do have other projects in the works, but I feel like I'll make an announcement on those once I have a clear date on when I want to work on them and when will I actually get the time for it. Also, I officially opened up a Twitch account. I don't know when I'll be actually using it or doing live streams on there, but I do have a Twitch. It'll be Gosei Green1290 Studios or Gosei1290 or whatever it is. I'll probably have it somewhere linked on the screen or whatever. But yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna be getting back to work on video making. I won't be lazy anymore. So yeah, I will do my best to entertain you all because I'm getting a late start. Only 10 videos in the span of 3 months. That's unacceptable for me because my motto is try to release a video at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, give or take. But yeah, we'll be back to regularly scheduled content real soon. So with that being said, Gosei Green1290 signing out.